wait for an appropriate opportunity, and in front of a lot of children, say, Darius, I hear you're gay. What kind of fellas you like?
There's something wrong with that.
No. Let's start from the beginning of the story. The beginning of the story is that he has two parents who should not have been parents. They're both screw-ups. Yeah? They are atheists. They do not believe in God. You see me? Give me a gun and I will fix all of the problems of the world. I will shoot both of them first and then their offspring. Right? Do not tell me there is not God. Right? Keep your beliefs to yourself. Good? And therefore, that's why you can afford to go up there and make a statement like that. I did not yesterday make a pronouncement on gay people. I read from the scriptures, all scriptures and doctrines state, right, that to be gay is wrong. Yes? It is not something that is appropriate in the eyes of God. Okay? And I believe that. However, I also live in a cosmopolitan country whose quadrants are discipline, tolerance, and production. Tolerant I am of anything around me. Yeah? If you want to walk with your jockey shorts on the head and leave your private all out over the place, I have no issue with that. That's your opinion, that's your particular stance. I am tolerant of that. Yeah? So you being gay, I don't care which man you take, how you take a man and what you put in. Right? That's not my place. Yeah? My issue is we are here in a school where there are impressionable young children. And I do not want the perverted ones, which I know there are, to have an impact on the little ones. You understand me? So I took up a thrashing from the teachers yesterday. Right? And I bring this to you all, for you all to see the level of struggle that we face. Right? Just as I am a teacher, I am a parent. Yeah? I treat with my children at home the same way I treat with the Jews here. Right? So do not as a teacher come to me and say, Ms. Nandlal, you cannot have an assembly like that. Because the American Psychological Association says, from the time you put American there, I'll tell you, pack your sword, so babs and colliers and go in America. Right? That being gay is a disposition that you are born with. Okay? So I will tell you in my Puritan state, yeah? Let's go back to the age of pestilence and say, if you have an extra toe and an extra finger, come, I'll shoot you. Put you out of your misery and we will have a pure stop. Right? That's to tell you how they're sounding. Right? And therefore, it is acceptable. Right? Children, people do not become gay just so. And that was not my point. My issue is when you turn 18 or 21 and you're out there and you're a whole man, you could take a man, you could take a woman, you could take a dog, a cat, a goat, a sheep. I don't care. You're a grown man and you make a grown man decision. When you are here as a child, it is my obligation to protect you from what are wrong and perverse things. So they gave me a thrashing, and you want to know something, right? Do you all observe my dress? What do you all think about the way I dressed it?
Appropriate.
Compare me to. You can compare me to Misty Luxing in behavior, not in dress. Yeah. Compare me to how you see other female teachers dressing. Comment on that. I'm not propagating mischief, you know. Listen to me. I want you to make an informed decision about how you are going to operate in your lives as you go outside there. So compare me to male and female teachers in terms of how they dress. How they?
How they dress
Doesn't bother you? No. So what is what is your opinion on wearing a material that I could see the cleavage of your breast, wearing a pants that I could see what panty you have on underneath, especially if it's a thong, right? And tell me about the fact that you have a little shape, yeah, and a little size to go with that, and how you fill that shape to come to school here, to stand up in front of class of impressionable young boys, yeah, to teach the class. Tell me the appropriateness of that. Okay, so let's start there. 2, let's start with the fact that you think that boys at this teenage age should have the leeway to express themselves how they would like. Good? So if they want to venture into the stage of touching each other and exploring their sexuality in a male way, or if they want to grow their hair so that it's all up in the eye and there's flat iron in it, because you as the mother who is a teacher, carrying them to cut the hair so I'm flat iron it. Okay? Are you hearing me? Good. Let's walk down that road. Good. At the end of the day, I make no pronouncements on people. You do what you want, but do not let what you do affect the masses. Do you understand me? Yeah? Gentlemen, when you go outside there to work, even as you dress now, yeah? I will take the shish, Jeremiah. Good for you. Your uniform, you wear it well. Yeah? I'm proud to see you all. Yeah? Gorgeous, nice fitted shirt, loose enough, right? Trousers fitting properly. Yeah? I don't want to see what size your balls is. I don't want to see how big your luggage is that you carry around. I don't want to see how tight your ass is in a pants. Okay? And I'm a female. Yeah? So I make it up to take care of one. Every time I see a male teacher with a tight pants. Oh God, boy, that looking real good today, yeah? Yeah? I wonder who you're trying. I walk around and I tell all of them about it. Yes? Right? And I will walk around to the female teachers too. Oh, your breasts looking real nice today. But of course, I can say that because I'm a female telling a female that. Right? But you should be taking it as an insult. Do you all understand me? Yeah? Gentlemen, when you go outside there into the world, take the good things with you, please. Yeah? Take the good aspects of life. You all are the game changers for society outside there. Let me tell you something. What you are seeing in here right now is a microcosm of what's taking place out there in the world. Yeah? So you see my little job pushers downstairs that I can find them. I had a little conversation with them this morning. And I said it's my personal philosophy when I see a pile of shit in the road to cross it over and continue walking. I don't claim it. Yeah? I also inform them that for the children who are good in that class, I'm proud of them. Continue working, continue defining who you are. Yeah? And don't let the identity of the drug pushers in 5N, yeah, be your stigma. Yeah? You transcend that and you do the good things that you have to do. And all these shit sit down there. Right? Yeah? Let me tell you something. One thing I cannot tolerate in children, you see defiance and you see disrespect. Yeah? I will rearrange your blasted face. Right? If you want to be condescending towards me. Yeah? And it have no man that God made to talk to me like that. You understand? You all understand me? Right? Gentlemen, as we go outside there, I'm very proud of it.
Yes, but sometimes defiance is necessary, like, it does not not saying a rude manner, but
No. But you stand up for yourself. I agree with you. No, but you can do it so respectfully. You can do it so respectfully. Yeah. Don't roll up your eyes at me. I will cough you up. Yeah? Don't stoop. Don't stand up with your 2 hands in your pocket like you're sizing up for me. I will cough you up. I'll scatter your balls all over you. You understand me? Right? So there is a way, right? I know people afraid me. I am not somebody to be afraid of. Yeah? You could share your opinions with me. You could critically analyze any aspect of me. And I will take it I would sit and I would think about it, I assure you of that. Yeah? My language, right, took on a different intonation after Giovanni Sinanan in Form 3, right? When he told me that his dog ate his homework. And I said to him, I said, you're a very smart dog. Were you all in the, anybody was intrigued when that occurred? And his mother came for me in school?
Yeah.
Good. And do you know what I said to the mother after the principal made me apologize for calling the child a dog? Listen to me, huh? Listen. And he said to me that I need to be wary of the language that I use in class. Well, from that day, I started cussing rampant. You know why? That's defiance. That's defiance. I'll tell you what it is. Because you accuse me of doing something that I did not do. Yeah? So now if you have to reprimand me, yes, I'm cussing. Right? I'm telling me he's a blue jackass. Right? I'm telling me blacky, fatty, ugly. I'm telling him all kinds of things because I don't speak like that. Yeah? And do you want to know something? I don't talk like that at home. I don't curse at home at all. Yeah? My husband doesn't curse, I don't curse, my children don't know what those things are.
And they can't say that because they don't know what's the sad name.
No, but understand what I say. Yeah? Right? But when you hear me in school, I am completely different to how I am at home. Yeah?
So what you say natural state when you're home?
No, my natural state is adopting whatever situation that I'm in. I am very, very flexible. I can go into a room with a bunch of very morbid people and find myself and find my little niche there and survive and coexist. Because that's what survival is. That's what adaptation is. You are going to go into an office. Can you imagine this? An office with a set of loud mouths. Yeah? And you're a person who's very quiet now. You know what I mean? That is your business. Yeah? I will go there and I will fit in well. As well as I know when it's time to shut up. Yeah? Right? So at the end of the day, you have to be versatile. Right?
I'm surprised it was at the fashion of your assembly.
Miss Archer.
It was rather opinion.
Yeah, but mine was not an opinion. My assembly was not opinionated.
No, I'm not saying assembly.
It was a fact taken from the Bible. I'm not a poor, I did not put out there my opinion.
Not once did you say, I do not think for
No! Yeah? I am, listen, I can talk it. Yeah. Put me anywhere. Yeah.
But why did you choose basic something else? Yeah.
Listen, I was privy to the situation with two very small children. Yeah? And to me, it was not appropriate how they were behaving. And when I did some sticking my nose into people's business, I realized that this was inherent based on what they were seeing. Yeah? From older people. Yeah? Right? And I don't want to point out that it's members of staff, but I think that you will have very, very little role models. Yeah? Very few role models that will uplift you and to show you what being a man is like. So I have to adopt the role. Yeah? Man and woman to show you what a good man's supposed to be like.
So what you're saying is that in a sense they kind of break up and thinking that this is normal.
Well, that's what I said on assembly. I am telling you, right? If I see all of the jackasses jumping off the bridge, you feel I go in there? I never had friends in school, or you know what? I would call it as I see it. And hear what? At times in your life, my husband even up to now says that to my children. They say, your mother have no friends, you know. But mommy's have friends here over all the time. Yeah, but she has no friends. Yeah? Right? And I'll tell you something. I have acquaintances, many of them. Very few people I will cherish and call a personal best friend. I have none of those. I never had those. I never cared for those. Yeah? Because to me, I am the sole rock that can battle my own issues and my own problems. I am my world's worst critic. Yeah? You understand me? I am my own critic. Yeah? So I can tell you, based on my language and my disposition and what I say, what I don't like about me. Yeah? And when you can figure that out, honey, the world is your playfield. Nobody can embarrass you. Nobody can point you to do something that you don't want to do, right? I had this instance, right? You know, people in the country like to cuss and carry on and now I am a teacher that moved into this rural village, right? Now I grew up in a rural community, little village, little old house, people, same kind of behavior, we never had things like fence and things, right? Gasper, one of them, up in the bush. Yeah? Well, listen, we bush was nice. Right? And my neighbor next door, listen to this, I'm putting up a fence. This fence is 250 feet low. Okay? Halfway cast, so it's costing me a flicking arm and a leg. Right? A wall about 3 to 4 feet high, concrete, and then going up a galvanized. So when I put the posts, 5 posts, I put them in the center of the block, and I ran the purlin on the outside of the post, so that I would screw the galvanized flat. No, I was screwing it on the outside. I was not leaving the purlin on the outside. I am very considerate. What I do not want for myself, I don't want it for anybody else. So I started screwing the galvanized on the outer part of the wall. So the purlin, the ugly part of the wall, would be facing me. And I said, you know what? Eventually I'd put a sheet of galvanized there and cap the top of it. So it'd be a both-sided wall. It would be neat. Right? So my neighbor next door says to me, right, the husband motioned to me, Miss, I don't like how you're putting the purlin on this side to put your galvanized. Where is your water from your galvanizing wall going to go? Right? This is a vertical wall, right? So you're listening to the stupidity of that statement. Yes? If I put a solid concrete wall there, the water not going to hit the wall and fall on the ground? Isn't it going to hit the same galvanized wall and fall on the ground? So men say nothing, right? So I spoke to the boys who were doing the job and I said, listen, we need to revisit that situation. But they had already run the purlin, welded it onto the post. I said, we need to take it back down and you need to put the purlin on the side. So I spoke to my boys already, right? But for a couple of days they didn't work. They worked like it stopped and they were off doing something else. So the wife came and she called me and asked me. And she said, I don't understand how people just put up a wall so, and where your water going to go, and this and that and the other, right? So I stood up and I listened to her. My husband right behind me, waiting to jump in because he's the one who will start to make some noise. I said, you just go inside. This is my issue. So I said, you're finished. She talked for about 15 minutes, about how the wall going to throw water in her place and this and that. Never mind, they don't have a single drain in the yard. Right? Not one. I have a box drain on my side that pull in their water. They run a PVC for their sink water and they drop it on the side of the wall so it's seeping under the wall and coming into my box drain. Right? So I listened to her. I said, are you finished? She said, well, yes, I hope you're going to fix that. I said, well, for your information, your husband spoke to me a few days ago in a very nice tone, I must say, unlike yours. Right? I said, and I did speak to the boys who are doing the work, and we will be taking down the purlin. Right? How she has never seen somebody put up the good side of a wall facing the neighbor. I said, well, hear what? You have lots to learn apparently. Because that would have been an olive branch. Of course, I know you don't know what an olive branch is. Yes? To tell you that, I would like you to see a nice wall. Even though you're not putting any money. So what's the wall that is now securing your place and you could dictate how I put the wall? I said, don't worry. I said, you will get the purling on your side. I will fix the issue. I said, but thank you for saving me some money because I was going to double side the wall. I said, and on top of that, you know what? I said, we had a health inspector here recently who said that your water is seeping over into my place. So you'll be expecting a letter from the health inspector shortly. I said, so in all of that, where my box drain goes, it goes down into a drain reserve. And her sister-in-law has a piece of land next to the drain reserve. But of course, nobody wants to build the box drain. I built 240 feet of box drain. Nobody wants to build 70 feet to the back. Right? So she said, I said, and when it comes to your sister-in-law down at the back, right? I said, you'll reliably inform her that if she bought a piece of land without knowing the boundaries, she needs to now go and take a surveyor and come and survey the land to know where her boundaries are. My water is not in her property, it's in the drain reserve. Okay? I said, and whatever it is I have for your sister-in-law down in the back, if you want to collect it, we can arrange that. I said, but you know what this encounter has taught me? It is not good to live good with anybody. Yes? When you see people on the side of the road catching their ass, is to kick them like a dog and leave them right there. Right? No cost, no nothing. I said, you have a nice evening. And I went back inside. No cussing, no nothing. She cussed, she carried on, she do whatever. Right? Me no one was slammed and said. So they now look at me, because I don't think he's ever heard me in a confrontation with anybody before. He come and he hugged me up. I said, what? He said, I have the most awesome life in the whole world. You can fight any battles. Right? That's our way to do everything. Yeah? So voice your opinion. Put people in their place. Yeah? Without behaving like a complete wajab. However, if called upon to behave like a wajab, I could. Yes? And we will do that. Yeah? So fellas, adaptability. Yeah? Darius Guru. I forgot to finish the story with Giovanni. Recently, Giovanni was amid some controversy, and his mother was sitting right in front of the staircase, yeah, crying, amen. And as I sauntered up the hill, whose face she would see, because I pointed out to her that same day, she took me on. I said, I know your son is dealing in drugs. I said, and if you do not take advice now, it's going to get worse. I said, and I want to be there the day the magistrate pronounces guilty on him. But I don't want to see his face, I want to see yours. And the morning she was crying and I was walking up the stairs, I told him about last year. I said, good morning, Mrs. Sinanai. How are you today? Do you remember me? Have a nice day. And I continued.
I have a question about that, right? How come, you know, drugs are prevalent in Hampshire? How come, like, the color of the how come he had the whole teammate or some people they just go?
I do that.
Yeah. That's what I find.
Because when you are put in an organization to lead, right? People are going to come by you and tell you certain things. Okay? It is your duty to hear, observe, and to make an informed decision. I proposed a solution, just like I proposed the solution for the mock exams issue. I proposed a solution for that. 8 o'clock in the morning,